Last week we were speaking about reviewing Dane's proposal to solve global warming. We reviewed steps one, which for anybody that wasn't aware, which is to breathe 25% less. Step two, eat more. Actually, I should be clear. Eat more things. So it's eat more, but it's eat more things. Initially, I was confused around if I'm eating more animals and what that would mean to the environment. But it's eat more things: drywall, dirt, licking a Honda Civic. It was surprisingly enough, there's actually a fair amount of good nutritional benefit from doing that. And today we're going over steps 3 and 4. And remind me, Dane, this solves global warming by the year
2049.
2049. All right, Dane, step 3, take it away.
So as before we jump into step 3, as
sure.
I outlined briefly before, these first 2 steps are going to take us about 65% towards solving global warming. So these are the by far the largest contributors to the reductions in emissions. So step 3, put that in consideration. Step 3 and 4 are going to have an effect, but we really need to focus on breathing less, eating more things. That's by far is going to be a large one.
And this starts, we're trying to, this solution, in order to hit the targets, the goals that you've kind of outlined year by year, month over month, year by year, is that this is something that's going to be enacted on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. That's right. No. So okay. Christmas Day, starting 2022. So just a few months out here, we're going to be eating less. So let's just paint that landscape, right? Christmas morning, wakes up. Oh, who ate all the cookies? No, we're not putting cookies out. We're putting out rebar and drywall for Santa this year.
You can suck on a rebar. That's actually something that I've known very early on as a child when I'd lick the lead paint. You could also put some of that lead paint, the flakes, and you can pepper it like a salt over a rebar.
That's right.
And naturally, because you've wetted the rebarb just a little bit, you can actually just kind of suck on that rebarb, kind of like a popsicle.
Yep.
Eating it's a little more challenging, but through perseverance, dedication, think about you're doing this for your planet, for your species, for the earth itself.
Absolutely. And so, right as the Christmas carolers walk, they're going to be a little out of tune too, as well. We wish you Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Right.
Lightheaded as well.
Yeah.
Don't panic if you see any of them. Any of them pass out. Completely natural, completely normal
for the world. Yeah.
If anything, if they've passed out, probably what you should do is make sure they're not cheating and taking that extra breath. Right. That's
so monitor them. So, right. Yeah.
Give that helping hand. Monitor their breaths, and remember, there's that technique that you can apply to babies. It's a shake, right?
It's vigorous shake. Yeah. Get it all up.
Quick shake,
with
but
love.
it's the same thing.
Shake of love. Yes.
Of course,
love,
of course. And then, but the same technique is a little different in terms of your hand placement, especially for people that are right-handed as opposed to left-handed. But same idea. You're gonna do a quick shake, but just make sure if you're when in doubt, hand over the mouth, hand over the nose. Just prevent that breath.
Yep, that's right. So now we're at step 3, as we've discussed. The current state of the world, vastly better than it was before steps 1, steps 2. Christmas morning. What do we need to do? We need to start throwing punches. Okay. There's going to be a lot of energy that we're going to have as a result, and this needs to be confined in a very particular manner. Okay. We're talking uppercuts, left jabs, right hooks. Okay. And we cannot discriminate in all seriousness between who's going to get that first blow, right? If you're sitting by your family and it's Christmas morning and you got a newborn, we got to save the planet, right? So
solving global warming isn't easy. No one said it was going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
This is something where you have to think about us as a species, the planet as a whole, not about necessarily the consequence to the occasional, baby, small animal, uh, helpless child.
Right.
That can't be your focus.
I'm glad you brought that up too. Small animals are on right, but the thing with the delicate balance we need to strike with the this punch throwing is that because we are of our size, it has to be something like of our size or smaller, right? Punching cows just isn't going to quite get the job done, unfortunately. We've done extensive testing with punching larger animals across their bodies, right? To see like, is there a certain part of punching, different animals, large animals that will reduce emissions, but unfortunately the results have been lackluster.
So in a scenario where Dane, you and me, I mean, for the most part, let's just say we're close enough to the, so to speak, the same size.
Yep.
And what do we do? Like many individuals, they find themselves where they don't have anything to punch. Are these living?
Yes.
Do I have to punch something, physically strike something that is living? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as it's breathing and smaller than me.
Yep. Yeah. Those are the two primary sort of constraints. So.
And what do I do? So would you recommend on Christmas Day then to go out looking if I'm going to be in a situation? Maybe let's just say I live by myself.
Yeah.
What am I? And no pets, no animals. My gerbil just died because normally that would fit this criteria. Quick punch. Kicking. My understanding is kicking is fine as well. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Like a punt or a drop kick?
Also, you said the gerbil's dead. There is a window of time of about 69 seconds after death where punching is still beneficial for the environment, but there's a real small window. So see, funerals are going to have a drastic sort of change into the more like appropriate procedures, right? Instead of speeches, there's going to be lines of people, right, running up to the casket and just giving a good old sucker punch to Bob, who just passed away.
I mean, the casket industry, it's stagnated. You think about, there's going to be chances where the casket maybe is in a position where it can't be opened again. You're going to punch through the casket, Kill Bill style. You're going to punch through.
Yeah.
I guess in Kill Bill, they're punching out, but you're going to punch through. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's step 3. So the thing is, freshly dead individuals still punchable, very punchable. Yep. You had a question?
I just want to quickly clarify. Is it possible that I can punch myself as a substitute?
There is, but unfortunately the only really works for men's genitals and for women the tits. It's a strange with how the hormones interact with the body. Still, scientists are trying to get more evidence behind that, but it has to be same-sex individual in the genitals. With women, although they don't have any, it has to be exterior, right? So
no cunt punch.
Unfortunately, not unless you are the bearer of the cunt. Yeah.
Makes sense. So in that scenario that I've described, I do have a solution potentially where I'm not able to locate and obtain a small animal or to be next to one, maybe in a pet shop, something of that regard, or a small child. Maybe the playgrounds are closed for whatever reason.
Fully punched out. I can see that happening a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. So I am able to actually take that punch, turn it back on myself, direct it straight to the genitals.
But it's limited efficiency, so we definitely recommend you try to find an exterior source, right? But en route to finding that, as you're breathing less and eating more, you can, then punch yourself through your genitals.
One of the beauty, probably the beauty of this is if you think about what you're doing, you're breathing less, so naturally you're going to be confused for a little bit. You're going to get used to it, but you're also eating more, so you're eating more things, so you've got that energy.
Yep.
You're confused. You have a lot of energy. Now it's time to let out this punch.
Yep.
To start punching.
Yep. And then finally, we bring it to step 4, and that is run for local office. Okay, we need leaders in this time of confusion, and so we call upon the people of America to run for office. And we're talking to everyone.
Well, this is globally. This is globally too, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you saying globally, people in different countries should still find a way to run for
office in the United States? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that one. So we are now advocating for illegally crossing the border. And
now I think there are some statutes, or I'm not sure the technical term, but there's something around that you need to be born in the United States, or born in the United States, I think, to actually to be president. So I know there's a couple different angles that your avenues you're going in parallel, right? Things you're doing in parallel to make sure that by Christmas Day this can happen.
Yeah. So those are the 4 steps on how to solve global warming.
Excellent. Dane, I think the world owes you a great deal of gratitude. As myself, I just want to thank you for being able to explain it with such detail, highlighting the steps, and paving the way for a brighter future for us and everyone.
You're welcome. I look forward to Christmas Day this year.